say hold up, cock my glizzy, bang bang. I say hold up, cock my glizzy, bang bang.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes, Dave. We are Midgard Axe. Redemption time for the Helko Werk Rheinland Hatchet. Sweating on this one, guys. Even though it's 40-something degrees outside, this thing had me sweating. I love this axe. Love it, love it, love it. As you can see here, got bullseye paint here. I actually tore this handle up, and as you can see here, took some off the bottom there. But man, this thing, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, I didn't show it to you yet. Look at the splay on that job that I did. This thing has held. It works, guys. This is gonna go into the rotation of axes that I throw each week. This thing is awesome. I know it's a hatchet, okay, and I know it's pretty light, but you can toss this thing hard. It flies extremely well. It flies true. And whenever I was stepping back and throwing for double rotations, I was throwing it pretty hard, and I was getting very, very good and consistent throws with it. I like this handle. When I was hafting this axe, it went on very, very easily. So if you get a Helko Werk Rheinland Hatchet, okay, I don't know about the other ones. We'll get into that later on this year. But the Rheinland Hatchet, if you get into this axe or you get this hatchet and you have to replace the handle, the replacement handles that come for this axe head are extremely easy to seat. It took very little effort to get the head down. I did haft it proud on top, okay? So it did bring my handle length down to about 13.5 inches from 14 inches, okay? So once that head got down on the handle, guys, it was very easy. The wedge that they provided was a hickory wedge. Threw that thing in there, smashed it down, splayed very nicely, and then I put the steel barrel wedge back in it. I did get some cracking on the sides, guys, but as you know, I'm not too concerned about cracking on the sides of the eye right there. That's not a huge deal. As long as it doesn't blow out, you're good. So that crackage right there really doesn't affect much. And as you can see here, guys, I have nothing going on up top, okay? This thing is held extremely well. It looks really good. I put a dark walnut finish on the handle, and it just worked out really nice. I did shave the knob down right in this area right here. I shaved this down a hair, okay? And I did take in some of the sides to give myself a better feel on that knob down there. But man, once I kind of knocked this knob down here at the bottom a little bit closer to the handle and shaved the knob inward, it feels perfect in the hand. Unfortunately, wasn't able to bring you a ton of throwing from the front yard. As you guys can see here, I'll show you. I need to find another way to hang that target in the front yard. I don't know what it is about that target. I think I'm throwing too hard, to be honest with you, and those screw eyes are just not able to hold me throwing the axe that hard into the target, and it's ripping those screw eyes out. So I got to find another way to hang that target in the front yard. This is the third time it's fell in the past few weeks. So that's your job, Dave. He's supposed to hang it, but you know, he's gonna hang up there. Dave's back on the channel, guys. He's been absent for a little bit, but he's back. What do I think about this thing? Great head. They did an awesome job on this head. it's almost as sharp as it was when I first started throwing it. And guys, this isn't the first time I've thrown it. I actually threw it yesterday. I just didn't film it. I threw it a bunch and I had a great time throwing this thing. And then I came back out here today with the camera and was gonna, you know, film myself throwing for the video. Worked up a sweat, man. I was running around throwing it, and of course the target fell, but overall impressions, this thing is great. The head is totally worth getting. It's just a nice head. It's very, very, it's weighted very nice. It flies true in the air. You get a lot of consistent throws with it, and you can chuck this thing hard. I'm talking real hard. So actually, you know what? I'm not gonna move Dave. We'll leave him up there. Let's give this thing a really good toss on camera with Dave up there. I'm not gonna stop the film, and I'm gonna move the camera back, get it set up, and we're gonna toss this thing hard. I just kind of want to give you guys a preview. This thing is really cool, guys. I'm telling you, it's a great little hatchet, okay? And for the money, I will say it's a little expensive, okay? You know, a lot of people don't want to spend that kind of money on a hatchet, and I totally understand that. But it is a really, really good head, at least. I will say that the head and the tempering on this thing has held very well. Like I said, this is my second day throwing it. I've probably got, I don't know, guys, if I had to randomly guess, I'd say I've probably got over 100 throws with it. I really do. Got over 100 throws since I've re-hafted it on the handle. It hasn't come loose at all. I have a really good throwing axe, guys. I just do. As you can see, I tore the knob up down here. I forgot what I did, but I tore the knob up, and I took a little chunk out up here on the top of the eye. But I can tell you right now, even with that chunk gone right here, guys, I kind of hit the target like this. It kind of sunk in, but then it jotted to the right, and it took off that. It's still not going to come loose. Watch, you'll see me throwing this axe for a very long time before I have to replace the handle. But let's give it a couple chucks here. Don't move, Dave. See what I'm talking about, guys? That thing is just, you can just chuck it so hard. And it's just, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when you start throwing axes, you can throw axes. You can throw axes gingerly like this. This is what I'm talking about. Most people can do this very, very simple. It's very simple for most people to do it like this. Okay, just kind of give it like a ginger toss, okay? But when you start adding power to your throw, your wrist starts moving a hell of a lot more than it does when you do the ginger toss, okay? So it takes a lot of control to keep your wrist where it needs to be at when you add a lot of power to it, especially going back for distance. When you do double, triple, quadruple rotations, your wrist is everything. But throwing single rotations with this thing, for the novice who doesn't have a ton of experience with wrist control, you can still throw this thing hard at single rotations and get where you need to get at and stick where you need to stick at. Oh, I love this thing, man. And for some of you who don't know, there's 2 bullseyes at the top, 2 at the bottom, 1 in the center, and then 1 on the left and right, okay? Just so some of you know too, the reason why I do that for a reason. If I throw at the center bullseye, what's gonna happen is the center's gonna chunk out, okay? Then I'm gonna get a huge concave in there. Then I have to take my chainsaw out and slice the target down to get it even again, because I don't want my axe hitting weird. So what I started doing is I started putting multiple bullseyes on the target, so that way I kind of wear it out evenly. It gives me something to shoot at, gives me some extra places to throw at, and it wears my target out evenly so I don't have to take it down and cut it down even again. So if you guys have any targets at home, and you're doing the same thing and you're noticing like a center section's getting deeper and deeper in the target, and then when you throw, what's going to happen is that the center's going to get eaten out so bad that the bit's not even going to hit before the handle hits, and then you're going to end up with broken handles. So try doing that. Try giving yourself a bunch of bullseyes to throw at, and you'll see that it'll start to wear the target out evenly. I will say this, I know it's expensive, but if you guys have the extra cash laying around or you want to get something really good, this head at least is great. And I tell you guys all the time, I think of axe handles as temporary anyway. It does suck getting axes that are hafted incorrectly or the handles break. That does suck. However, if the axe head is good, then I don't feel like I've wasted my money because I can buy a new handle and haft it myself. I'm gonna end up breaking handles, okay? Most people that throw axes for, I don't wanna say a living, but most people that throw axes on a regular basis are gonna break handles, okay? If I was to take this axe, okay, and if I was to give it, you know, ginger tosses like this, you know, standing here like this, and kind of just throwing it like that, I'm probably not gonna break very many handles. You're not really testing the axe handle to its peak when you're throwing it like that. I mean, the worst handles can probably take a ton of abuse like that. But when you throw hard, you're gonna break handles. So in any event, the head is great. You can always haft a new handle on it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna toss this thing really hard, okay? I'm not gonna throw it as hard as I can, but I'm gonna throw it almost as hard as I can and see how it works out for me. Let me stretch the arm a little bit here. I was aiming for that bottom right bullseye. Got close. Man, that thing is awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look, if this thing was moving, you'd see it down here. I did kind of rub it up against the target right here. Took some of the finish off, but look at that, guys. There's no movement. I'm telling you, I can throw this axe. I guarantee you, I could throw this axe all day as hard as I could. This handle would never move off its head. See, when I tell you guys, when I get these axes in and the heads come loose, and I had, you know, somebody say, oh, it's not labeled to throw an axe. Well, guess what, guys? This isn't a throwing axe either. And I hafted it and seems to be throwing just fine. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Oh, forgot to tell you guys, you're probably noticing the difference. Look, got a bunch of girls in the house. Of course, when they dye stuff and change stuff up, they want me to go along with it. I went along with it. We'll see how this pans out. Not really a blonde, but figured I'd try it. See how it worked out for me. There's just something about when you haft an axe really good and being able to throw it like this. And I don't mean just now, I mean over time. And it not coming loose and the handle not breaking. It's just a great feeling. It really is. You feel accomplished, you know? Like when you guys, I'm sure you guys out there have some great felling axes you've probably hafted that you've used for a very long time and it's never come loose and it hasn't, the handle hasn't broke. It's just, you kind of look at your axe and you're proud of it. You go, you know, I did a really good job on that. And guys, I take a lot of pride in this. Whenever I haft my head, not my heads, but whenever I haft heads on handles and they don't come loose, I take a lot of pride in that. You know, I do, because I do a really good job. I throw my axe hard, it doesn't come loose. Handle may break, but the head's not coming loose. And I move the camera back, get in front of this target. Let's do a double rotation now. I'm gonna take you guys. You're like, damn it, Wes. I will tell you guys this, the reason why I don't throw a lot in the backyard is because the people that own the house before us, they got all these cedar logs in the ground back here, okay? And I think this used to be, this area back here next to the house used to be a parking, like a gravel parking area for their cars. I haven't gotten to that yet, I plan on it. But that's the reason why I throw more in the front yard too, is because the backyard's so uneven. I mean, it's just hilly all over the place. But let's give this thing a double chuck here. Oh, watch out, Dave. Watch out, Dave. Yeah, that's pretty good, guys. I like that axe. I really do. Let's throw it again. Throw it again. All right, guys, let's try that again. A little dry there. There we go. That works. That works. Works for me. So I've already thrown it a bunch, but yeah, guys, like it's just a really good axe, okay? And I don't know what else to say other than it's a good axe. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everything everybody's doing. Trying to give you guys the best I can give you with what I got right now. I'm hoping in 2024 I can find a new place to throw. If I can find a new place to throw and I get a little bit more freedom wise, I can do some really cool throwing for you guys. So I'm hoping that I can land a little place somewhere where I can set up some targets and do some really cool dynamic throwing, John Wick style. because I can do that. I just haven't shown it yet. I really don't have the ability to do that here. So hoping 2024 brings that, and I can really do some really cool throwing. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me and Dave. But until next time, guys, I'll see you on the No Axe to Grind. See ya. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes, Dave. We are... Shit. Where you going, Dave? Ain't time to quit yet.